Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 2023, as we continue our hard mode difficulty run here with Alfa Tauri. A couple more researches coming up. Obviously, you guys remember in the last race, Tsunoda got just absolutely destroyed, his car. Pushed into the wall by Magnussen. Destroyed basically $10 million worth of equipment. Brand new, almost brand new equipment. A couple of them had a couple races on them, but not really much. They were all, I think, 85% above equipment for the engine, the ERS, and the gearbox. We're going to have to run damage parts for several races to make up for that. We can't afford to spend $10 million right now for no reason. So Tsunoda will be lucky to get into points. Theo hopefully is going to get us some bigger points. I mean, we're not trying to push for first place this season anyway, so I guess we'll make it work. But we definitely would love to be third place. That would be our goal. So we'll see what we can do there. Just finished a couple more research things. Let's jump into that and see what else we can research here. I know we got hours coming up here soon. 24 days, okay. So, what do we want to research here? We've already finished one project on both the rear wing and underfloor. Honestly, we probably just do another one of each of those. Let's get another research done here. So, rear wing, we're going to be going for drag reduction and DRS delta, so just these two. Either one of these has a penalty. I think the only thing that might have a penalty is the airflow sensitivity. It does. Which we're not going to get much here, but we'll get a little bit back. Not too worried about it. We'll get as much as we can of that back, and then the rest of it will be fine. But the rest of these are DRS reduction and delta are going to be the big things that we want to boost up here. Although, honestly, we're already up to 85. We're over 80%. Being over 80% is massive. Truthfully, we could probably just reverse what I was going to do. I mean, like I said, being over 80% means we could really push this other stuff up. Let me see what's our numbers for these, for the low downforce and stuff. It's hard for me to remember how to do the math. I think it goes from... This goes from 7 to 8, so we're at 73% here. This goes from 5 to 7. I think this goes from 3 to 5. So if we're at... well, okay, that's easy then. This is 73%. This is 60... About 68%. 73, 68, and whatever, 73. I think we push all of these up to 80. That would be great. So the lowest ones we have are 63 here. Honestly, we might just push that one up a little bit more. Yeah, that'll get us up to 71. And this will be up to, I guess, 69. So we'll keep pushing these up a bit more. Go with that, and we're still gaining stuff here, right? We're still getting a tiny bit here. I think this is the right move. I mean, I do like specializing the parts, and when we actually develop the parts, we will. But I think from the research standpoint, trying to push these up above 70 would be ideal. Maybe even 75 on a couple spots, which we'll get very close to with both of the low speed and the high speed. I like this idea a lot. Cool. And then we'll get rear underfloor research here as well. All right, so we're actually further off from this one, though. Right. Normally, I would be going for low speed, medium speed, and high speed straight across the board. So we're at 80%. Actually, no, we're not. We're at 80% here. We're at 75-ish. And we're at 78% here. So low speed, we can drop all the way down. We definitely need medium speed. We definitely need high speed still. I would like to get these above 80%. I'm going to drop the drag reduction. I'm probably just going to move airflow reduction up a little bit. I think that's going to be good. So again, just a few points in both of these. And this all looks good. If we get the drag reduction up to 75 kind of casually, or close to that, that will be okay. But I'd like to get at least above 70, in which we will be above 70 with the drag reduction. I think this is a good part. Focusing on the things that we care about, but also not neglecting the other things. I think that's a really good plan. All right, we need this new chassis, and hopefully... Tsunoda can actually get through an entire race without losing a chassis for once. A little bit of control, a little bit of smoothness, a bit of overtaking, good stuff. Oh, Theo picking up multi-points. He's picked up, what, 1, 2, 3, 5 points. Great stuff. That is awesome. Even Lawson picking up a couple points here. That looks great. All right, training schedule. I mean, we haven't had one of these in a while. Let's just start with a custom schedule here. What were we trying to push towards? 2.5, I think. So, if we go to cumulative, we are going to be pretty weary. So we literally just have to rest. that same thing where the rollover for the month just messes us up. So we can't do any training there. And then here, again, we don't want to train unless we are not fatigued. So here we can do our first training, which will be, I guess, pit stop, or sorry, which will be gym training. And then we'll do gym training here. We're still tired again. We're going to do gym training there. Already. Well, we're still not. We're good there. All right, we're still good. Gym training. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it on where I'm looking for. Still good. Need to do some gym training here. About to bring her back down to 0 finally, but still okay, looks like. To at least do another one here. All right, there we go. We're right on the edge of tired on race day. Perfect. I think that works. And then here we will be just a little bit tired, so we can plug in one there. Yep, I think that's all we can do. Not much. It's just kind of keeping us close to that 2.5, which is about as good as we're going to get. I think the new strategy of how we're doing pit training is slower than it used to be before the patch. But I think we figured out how to actually make it work, which is awesome. I like that. Is this a Tsunoda's car? I wonder why it's showing us as 19th here. Is it because we just... That feels... I mean, these numbers look great. I don't know. Are we really 19th top speed? Just by default? Or is it just because we haven't changed out our car part yet? I don't know. We'll check in a little bit. Yes, I know gearbox. Yes, I know ERS. Yes, I know engine. Underfloor manufacturing is done. Sponsor obligations. I mean, no. Although the extra funding, I mean, it's not gonna help our cost cap. Getting a little extra money though. You know what? Whatever. We'll get a little extra money. It's not much, but it's something. Let's go. Did we get our chassis finally finished? I'm sure we did. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna put this on car 1, and you can have car 2. This one, because you're just gonna be slow anyway. We need to put all our good stuff onto Theo at this point. Let me go ahead and just change these out so it's not complaining anymore. Like we get maybe one more ERS run race, maybe. I mean, we're at least gonna get one. We get as much as we can. I mean, we've got to push it until we just can't anymore, even if it means we're gonna be dead last. Just can't afford not to. Oh, it's gonna be heavy rain anyway, so yeah. Let's run whatever bad parts we feel like we want to run. We'll have one driver hits Q3 because Tsunoda's not even going to be trying. One driver hits Q2. Tsunoda's just going to be running whatever. Will we get fastest lap? No, we're not going to get fastest lap. And everything else looks okay. All right. We'll go with that to the race weekend. Man, still bummed. The problem with me recording these episodes back to back is that I carry the bumming... the bummage. I don't know. I carry the depression over to the next race immediately. You guys had to wait a couple of days to see me still upset. Heavy rain. Yeah, we're definitely going to be running bad. We might even run bad parts for yeah. We're just going to tank this entire race. I can't afford to lose more stuff. Now, granted, Tsunoda crashed when it wasn't raining yet, so I guess there's that to think about. But if there's going to be rain on the entire day, I will absolutely put on bad parts. I cannot afford both drivers losing their stuff. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't update. It just annoys me. I'm like, come on, update, so I know that I actually got your parts. We'll run this terrible engine here. We'll run this terrible ERS here. At least we have enough to run a couple of practice sessions with it. Gearbox, yeah, that's fine. All right, let me run do practice and qualifying, and I will bring you guys right back. All right, we're back for the race. Did in qualifying. We got 5th and 6th, although if you go by fastest lap times overall, we actually, Theo had the 2nd fastest lap time. For some reason, he does good in the earlier qualifying. He just doesn't do good in the final one. We did go ahead and get Tsunoda a new ERS just for qualifying. Because why not? And if I thought about that, I would have actually gone and put in the points for the money for both drivers getting to Q3. But I forgot about that. That was something I could do. But if you're wondering, again, just to further explain why we are going to tank Tsunoda for the entire rest of the season, pretty much, literally the entire rest of the season, we're going to tank Tsunoda. And the reason for that is because if we don't tank Tsunoda for the entire rest of the season, then next season is going to be messed up. Because if you think about it, if we just go throw $10 million away right now just to get Tsunoda competitive again, then, because we will have to spend that $10 million anyway, right? It's probably part of the season anyway, but we're going to spend that $10 million later in the season to cover the last part of the season. If we spend the $10 million now and don't tank Tsunoda, don't plan on tanking Tsunoda, then we're actually gonna have to spend 2 sets of engines and 2 sets of ERS that we're gonna have to buy. You know, it's an extra 30, 35 million bucks. Maybe not exactly 10 million bucks because I'm counting some of the other parts, but let's say the 15 million bucks for the engine and the ERS. We're having to do that an extra time than what we were normally planning. That's $7.5 million bucks. That is what, at least 5 researches that we would have to just give up. 5 researches we have to give up that go into next season's car. So we don't care about this season's car that much. Honestly, I think we can hold on to 3rd place. We only need 6th. Our board doesn't care if we're any lower than, you know, as long as we're above 6, that's fine. My personal goal is to be 3rd. Board cares about 6. So we can tank Tsunoda this year just to make sure that we don't mess up next year's car by having to do less research. So that's the reason why we're tanking Tsunoda. Just in case it's not clear, it's going to be okay. So how much rain is it going to be? I just want to just check this before I actually try anything. Whoa! That is a big old hump of rain. And who knows when that's at, how that's going to spread out and stuff like that. We're going to run bad parts on both cars. We're just going to tank both cars because I don't trust it. I don't trust that we're going to do well in the rain. We're going to just gimmick the points here. We're not going to accept that we're going to get good points here. It's okay. If we crash, we crash. I just don't like the rain. You guys know it. It is just not worth trying to push too hard here and then end up crashing again and losing another couple million bucks on Theo or Tsunoda, you know? I mean, if we crash again, we'll lose a few million bucks for the parts, the aerodynamic parts, but at least we don't want to lose, you know, other things. And that's just, ugh. So we're going to go with that. I know you guys might disagree, but I just feel like it's the right strategy because we're playing the long game. We're not playing the, I need to win this race. There's no value in me winning this race, you know, or doing good in this race. It makes no difference whatsoever. We just got to get the lap, probably rep 25, which we can just by doing that. Although I think I'd probably rather just push the mediums. Gives a little more flexibility. And then we're going to plan a stint of, looks like wets. And then we will just finish up. I doubt we finish up on anything but the wets, honestly. So we'll probably just run the wets to the end of the race. I mean, it might be a little bit awkward, but we're going to plug in something like that for both drivers. I don't expect us, like I said, I don't expect us to even get points in this race. But that we're kind of accepting that sacrifice. Because it should not be that big of a problem. All right, we'll go with that with both drivers. I mean, we'll at least start off strong here, as strong as we can with our bad engines, bad DRS, bad everything. But I mean, we're going to fall back down to last place most likely here, but that's okay. Again, this is actually a really good race for us to take a penalty for Tsunoda, a really good race for us to eat up a cycle of bad engines and stuff like that. We're just going to have a bad race. It's okay. In fact, I'm not even going to bring you guys along for this. I'll bring you guys back at the end, and we'll just get this race out of the way. We don't need the points. We're going to be good, and we'll go from there. All right, we're back. I zipped through that. We got last place as expected. Honestly, part of the reason we got last place is because I'm out of pit an extra time that I didn't need to just to try to get fastest pit stop. Maybe that's a little too gamey. I don't know, but you know, it is what it is. Actually, truth to be told, we had to pit the extra time because we actually got a red flag, and I didn't realize that it was going to be dry when I came back out. So I came back out on the wet tires that we went in with. And then I was like, oh, it's dry. I should have paid attention to that. That was just me not paying. I was just zipping through menus and just trying to get through the race. And so we had to pit for the soft. So it's not like I completely gamed to pit for the fastest pit stop. It was just convenient that I got to pit an extra time for the fastest pit stop because I was just not paying attention. We do move down, unfortunately, a slot. That's okay. We can still chase down Mercedes. There's still time. But again, 4th place is plenty good enough. And we did get the 2 fastest pit stops. So got those points at least, which is something. Like I said, well, I guess I pit a couple extra times for Theo. We pit 1 extra time for Sonoda. A couple extra trying to chase down that fastest pit stop for Theo. I gamed it. Okay, I gamed it. I'm a little ashamed of myself, but it didn't matter. I mean, is there a rule? Like, if you knew you were going to be dead last in a race, but you also knew you had one of the fastest pit crews in the entire league, and you like, you know what? Let's just pit. I mean, is there a rule that says you can't just pit a couple extra times knowing that you're going to be last place anyway, just to get that? I don't know. I mean, it's $10 million. I feel like in real life, unless there's specifically a rule that says you cannot pit literally the very next lap, I feel like you're in life, you'd still be chasing that $10 million at the end of the year. That's all I'm saying. I feel like, again, rules aside, rules allowing, I should say, you'd go for it. All right. Obviously, we got an extra race out of these terrible parts, which is not bad. That's something, right? That's something. Every race we can get out of these terrible parts. I mean, we're not going to run Theo on the terrible parts all the time. We only ran him that time because we knew there was going to be rain, and I just didn't want to risk it. We will, honestly, what I should have done, and I probably will do next time, is I should have bought Theo's engine and ERS that we know we're going to have to buy, eat the penalty when I'm running the bad parts. And that's absolutely 100% what I should have done. I also should have bought Tsunoda's engine at the same time that I bought his ERS. If we have another rainy race that we know we're going to probably just tank just because we can, we might do that. And honestly, for Tsunoda's next race, we probably will go ahead and just buy the engine just to take the penalty again because we know we're going to tank it again. I don't think we're going to tank every race for Tsunoda for the rest of the season. We will have a couple races where he'll have a chance to do something, but we're going to tank a lot of races. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Let's zip through this. Oh, I forgot to set up research. No. I lost some research. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Got 7 days until the next ATR. I mean, I could delay, but I think we'll just trigger one of these off because we're probably going to do front wing and I don't know what we'll do. I might just trigger off a side pods because we'll probably do front wing and chassis with the research, with the hours. I don't think we've done those yet this season. So let's just do a side pod here. And normally for side pods, we do engine cooling and airflow middle. Oh, wow. Which our airflow and engine cooling and airflow middle are actually both bad right now. So we definitely need to just keep working on those for a bit longer. I'd like to get these above 80%, if at all possible. Oh, it's because they're... well, this one's definitely going to be tanking big time. Oof, that's rough. And then this one's tanking a little bit. So we'll do what they can here. Obviously, these side pods are not looking great in the grand scheme of things. Definitely need lots of research on these. All right, I like that. Let's go manufacture some parts that we need. Okay, we're good on front wings. Do need an extra rear wing, apparently. I mean, I could save a little bit of money. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We have to manufacture parts no matter what we do. I was going to say I could save a little bit of money and use some of these older parts. And that's probably a good idea. Actually, if we're going to tank, I might actually put on some of those older parts for a few cycles. Just so we don't damage our new parts unless we're running a good engine. So that actually might be a really solid idea. Try to min-max as much as possible here for the sake of getting our cost cap down. Alright, race prep. Let's get this going. Are we going to have rain on this race? Did we see it there? No, it's going to be a cloudy day. So we definitely want to... and it's going to be a sprint race. So we definitely want to run Theo good here. We want to give him some good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and say both drivers hit Q3 because we are going to go ahead and at least put on good parts for the qualifying. See if we can get a little bit extra money for that. We will say one driver hits top 8 because I'm not planning on tanking Theo here. And then guarantee here. Both drivers can hit top 10. We'll say top 12 to be a little bit safe. 5 races in a row. Because usually if we miss Q3, it's only by a teeny tiny bit. I'm okay with that. Let's go with that. And to the race weekend. So this is obviously one where we don't get as much practice time, which is unfortunate. Usually that means I have to manage the practice myself, which slows things down, but we'll get through it. Yeah, it's gonna be a good race. We might even try with Sonoda for the sprint, because that's not gonna put too much damage on his parts. And if we can get a couple points from Sonoda from the sprint, that helps things out a lot. So, all right, let me go do the practice and the qualifying, and I'll bring you guys back for the sprint. All right, qualifying went really well. This is definitely gonna be a race that we're gonna try on with Sonoda and Theo. So we're gonna go ahead and just put good parts on both of them, and because I think we have a chance to get some really good points here, and then we'll continue the tankage of Sonoda at a later date when maybe he's struggling a little bit more. So I gotta go run the last practice, and then I'll bring you guys back for the sprint and the race. All right, we're back for the sprint. Let's get some stuff plugged in here. Obviously, we gotta move back to our good parts here. This will be a good race for us to, I'm actually going to put this one on for the sprint, I think. I might put the other engine on for the race itself, but the good engine for the sprint should be okay. I mean, I guess we're running the mediums. It's 2 seconds faster to run the softs. Mediums, though, we can probably push a teeny tiny bit. Little tiny bit. Really, they're identical. So I guess if we just don't push at all, we can run the softs. Or we could push a little bit more with the mediums. If it's not, you know what, let's go mediums. It allows us to push a little bit more frequently. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the aggressive strategy here just so I can get a good line. And we'll go with that. I'm sure most of the other people are going to be running on softs. Which means they'll get an early advantage, but we should be able to catch back up with them once we get a little bit later and they start hitting some plateaus sooner. All right, we'll go with that. Let's get into the sprint. Might actually bring you guys back for most of the sprint because I sped through that first race of the episode very quickly. All right, everybody running softs? No, everybody's running mediums. I'm actually shocked by this. Well, then that means that we will be okay. Let's go watch Sonoda and see what he can do here. Obviously, those Red Bull cars, so fast, so fast. Can he get in behind here? He's holding up Perez for a moment, but Perez is right there. Theo moved up to 4th. I mean, sprints aren't a lot of points, but a few points here would be pretty nice. I forgot that the DRS kicks in immediately on sprints. Like on your second lap. Yeah, moving up to 3rd. We have enough in the tank to do this last little potential pass here? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to go back down to balance. We're going to go ahead and back down to top up here. Same thing for you, balanced, top up. And we're also going to go back down to aggressive for both cars. This is definitely the type of race where we could sneak out and steal a first place finish just by timing, you know, the passing properly. Not a huge fan of the idea of our guys fighting each other if we can help it. Really would like to get Perez here, though. That would be really nice. Doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. Starting to stretch it a little bit here and there. All right, Theo, do not fight your teammate. Give Sonoda some peace here. Let him do his thing. I mean, Sonoda and Verstappen are just going to be trading places here. Fully expected, right? If we can get Perez, then I just don't know that we can. He's very fast. think we need to... I mean, look how much Verstappen is pushing. He's pushing as much as we are right now. He's trying to hold on here. I feel like we kind of need to just slow down. Definitely Theo a little bit. Go down to standard. Let's just settle in here. I don't want to burn our tires too much. As long as we're staying close enough for DRS, then this is fine. Should be able to build up enough ERS to push, do an attack towards the end. Oh, go, 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 go. If we can get past Red Bull car here, that is pretty big, because we can then just hold them off with the two cars. No, we can't quite get past. I mean, I probably could have gone deploy, but that's all right. I don't want to go too early. Theo actually picked up fastest lap. I'm shocked by that. Apparently our DRS is better than his. Is that true? We are getting some big boosts from DRS. Oh, we closed him off there a little bit. Oh, this is dangerous. We were like 3 wide there for a moment. Go, 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 go. Theo, good job, buddy. Oh, I thought he had it. We are so fast with DRS, but he is just so fast just naturally. All right, can we just settle in here? I don't know if we could find a moment.
It's Valtteri Bottas, I believe.
If we could find a moment to really push both cars and try to gap these guys, that'd be amazing. But I just don't know that we're gonna find that moment. How are we looking on? Okay, he's just right there. He's just gonna be right there. And he's pushing. Oh, no, actually, he slowed down. He slowed down his pushing a bit. So the numbers got flip flop for a second there, and I was looking at the wrong number. So Theo has still got the lowest tread of anybody at the moment. And I think Theo will hit a floor or a mini cliff at 70%, which we'll have to deal with. I mean, Theo's not supposed to be fighting here. That doesn't mean he won't come alongside him and pass him, I guess, apparently. I guess you're faster, you're faster. Oh my goodness. Did he just slow down intentionally? I should have turned off the no fighting instruction. I didn't think he would do that. I thought if he was ahead of him already, he would just... Or did he just have an issue? He might have just had an issue. Yeah, I don't know. Let me turn off the no fighting instruction for a moment. I thought as soon as he got past him, he would... I guess he just let him get past us, and that was my mistake. That's all right. We can get back in this. Not really a huge problem. We can get back in this. If we do end up losing second and third, or first and third, or whatever, like if we don't get both cars in the top 3, then it will be my fault. And that's just the way it is. I mean, I can't do anything about it. We are just burning through tires so much faster than these guys. Tsunoda is really starting to drop off Perez. Perez must have been holding back, and now he's just booking it. Tsunoda should get past Perez. Or not Perez, Verstappen. He did. It'd be hard for him to catch Perez, though. Perez is really just absolutely trucking it around this track right now. I mean, he's pushing a bit. Theo's really burning his tire tread down. He's just probably just got worse smoothness than the other guys. Is really what it comes down to. Stroll is just trucking it right now, too. Honestly, I'm feeling like going light with Theo here, just to settle in here a little bit. Gotta be a little careful, but... Alright, we started to reel in Perez back a little bit. Just outside that 1 second range right now. Alright, we did. Let's lose DRS. Let's go back to standard. Falling back a bit more than I'd like. I'm trying to be strategic here and play this out a little bit more, but maybe I'm being too strategic. I just don't know when to actually trigger the attack. Alright, Tsunoda can go back to neutral here. Everybody else is just calming down on their tires right now. Tsunoda could probably go aggressive and get back into this. Let's go ahead and push him aggressive now. Theo can just about go aggressive as well, looks like. Let's plug them both aggressive, see if they can catch up a little bit here. If we don't get this, it's I just strategized wrong. It's just all me. Now we're just dropping it back further with Theo. Every second, every moment, we're dropping back a little bit further. I mean, he got that one back, thankfully. I think we might have slipped back too far. I don't know if we can catch back up with those guys at the lead at this point. Tsunoda is going to have to really push it. Looks like we can afford to go attack with Tsunoda. I don't think we catch the Red Bull guys. They're together now. So they're going to be leeching off of each other. Tsunoda should be able to get past Stroll here, though. I don't want to go too soon. Alright, looks like Theo can go attack as well. I mean, Tsunoda's just not even trying to pass him here. Yeah, we just let the Red Bull guys get away from us. That's I mean, a bit of a mistake, but at the same time, I mean, at some point they were just going to probably push. Tsunoda's just stuck back here. There we go. There's a good pass. I think it's too little for him to catch up with the guys at the front, but it's something. Alright, let's go watch Theo again, see if we can get him going here. I think we can get third and fourth then. I lost second and third, and that's just on me, but third and fourth is still a really good result if we can get past these guys here in a moment. It's got to be a little patient here. Don't want to push it too soon. I mean, it's possible it was just inevitable that the Red Bull guys were going to get past us, just given the way how fast their cars are, and they would be first and second no matter what happened. But I do think us messing up that instruction for Theo was a major part of it. I don't know if Theo will get past both of these guys or not. They're in the DRS train right now, so I think if we tell Theo to be aggressive with his overtake, though, maybe that'll help a little bit. He might not get past him. Oh, well, never mind. Of course, that had to happen. Whatever chance we had just went away. So That's unfortunate. So it's third and sixth. That's bad luck right there. I think we might have been able to get past these guys. That's just straight up bad luck. Being not second and third is me being bad strategy and bad planning. That's just me being a bad manager for a moment. Me being third and sixth is bad luck.
Max Verstappen over the finish line
it's all right.
to win the sprint.
80 chance we had of getting past these guys obviously went away this moment that VSC popped up. All right, it's all right. We got some points. It's not ideal. Should have been better. I should have done better, but we'll take whatever points we can get. And at least we're getting more points than Mercedes, and that's the big thing. We weren't really trying to compete with Aston Martin anyway. All right. I think we're going to leave the good parts on here because I think we actually have a good chance to get points here in this race as well. Shoe. Probably something like that. Versus that. Yeah, this is just faster. But what if? Doesn't look like it'll be any faster to do this. Oh, I actually forgot to do the other strategy. That's my bad. Put this one back on here. I did it wrong. Those are both aggressive, I believe, was the way we had it. Yeah, because they're just... I mean, ultimately, this is potentially a little bit safer because it's got more cushion, but extra pit stop. And we go with this, and if something happens like a crash something like that, you know, we can adjust. That's gonna be all right. All right, let's see what we can do here. We dare overfuel here. Overfueling actually might not be bad. 1.4 kilograms is not a lot of extra weight to be able to push a little bit more. Sure, why not? Let's go for it.
Here among the Austrian mountains, the grid is now set.
Let's just push. Let's just push a lot longer.
It's the race we've all been
Make up for the fact that we can't push the tires as much.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right. Let's see if we can get a good result here, guys.
Use overtake.
A bunch of these other guys are going to be on soft tires, I would expect. Actually, a handful. Most of them are on mediums. But both Red Bull cars are on softs, so they're going to be very, very fast here at the beginning. What about the Aston Martins? They're both mediums. Okay. I mean, that's smart. Let them get, they're going to get out ahead of everybody, run their race, but they will have to pit sooner, so kind of a little bit of both. Hopefully we can stay close enough until DRS kicks in here in the next lap. We need to back off the mediums here in a moment. We'll go ahead and go to top up. Go to top up. We do have DRS, so we'll go ahead and go back down to aggressive now. Should be able to stay close enough, hopefully. For this back windy bit, man, they are just so fast. Presumably Alonso passes here, but that's all right. All right, well, I'll bring you guys back for probably the next pit stop, and we'll go from there. All right, coming up on our first pit stop for Theo. We might have pushed it a little bit too low, but we'll just make it work. Go ahead and put him on hards here. Go ahead and tell him to attack. Go ahead and push and full deploy. And we'll see what he can do here. Tsunoda's got at least another lap or so. We're first and third right now just because the two Red Bull drivers obviously had to pit since they were out on softs originally. Come on, fast pit stop here. Let's go. I want to go there. Looks like Russell pit's behind us. So if we can get out of this pit quicker than Russell, that'll be good. 2.5, 2.5. That is garbage. We still got out ahead of Russell, but I don't know what's up with that pit stop. That was absolute garbage. And then there goes Haas right behind us. All right, let's go ahead and top up until we get some temperature. I'm going to have Tsunoda pit on the next lap, it looks like. All right, here comes Tsunoda across the line. Man, I can't believe we had that extra second on that pit stop. That is just so sad. Attack, full push, full deploy.
Box.
Copy.
Taking a little bit for Theo to get the temperature. There we go. Full deploy, go back down to balanced. All right, let him do his thing. Let's watch Tsunoda here. Has Alonso pit yet? He has not. Okay. Come on. Super fast pit. Super fast pit. Let's go. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Let's go. Come on. 2.3. What? All right. We'll take it. We'll take it. Forget what I said about 2.5. 2.3 works better. Come on. Get caught up. All right. There we go. Top up until we get the temperature. All right, Theo's gonna have to go top up. Stroll came out on... Everybody came out on mediums. Wow. All right. We'll see if our strategy ends up working for us or not. Get past Alonso here. This will be really good for us. We are past Alonso with both cars? Both cars. Perfect. Can we chase down Stroll here? I mean, he's on faster tires, but we have a lot more tread right now. It looks like we're going to be chasing him down, so that's good. Is Russell on mediums? Russell's on softs. Wow. Come on, Tsunoda. Let's get past Stroll here. What about Leclerc? He's telling pit. Okay, so we're going to be ahead of him. So we will be properly fourth here in just a moment. Although we're catching Stroll. We're going to get him. I mean, if we end about like we did for the sprint, 3rd and 6th or something like that, that would probably be pretty acceptable. Snow's starting to lose a little bit of ground here. I guess Stroll's starting to kick it into higher gear. All right, I'll bring you guys back for the next pit stop. We'll see what we can get. All right, we're coming up on our next pit stops for both drivers. Let me slow down here for a second. I think we go one more lap with Theo here. By the way, Tsunoda actually properly passed into first place right as Perez was about to pit. So we did actually catch Perez. Now, Verstappen pit a little bit earlier, so he's going to catch up really quickly. But if we get a good couple laps here, and then, I mean, he's going to undercut us because he's going to come out on faster tires. But it's not impossible for us to be able to track down Perez with Tsunoda just based on where we were at. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I do want Theo to push one more lap here, I think. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and have you attack, though, because you should be able to get one more lap with attacking even. So we'll kind of keep an eye on him here.
Push.
Now, Theo's got a long ways to go to catch up with anybody, but if you can hold off Verstappen for just a little bit, it's not going to happen because Verstappen's coming out probably on mediums. Hards, actually. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so Theo drops below 35. We'll go ahead and have him push, full deploy, and actually we're going to turn off battle assist, and we're going to have you pit for your mediums. So say it's impossible, but if he could have held off Verstappen, not let Verstappen get some DRS. Actually, by the time Verstappen caught him, he was basically out of DRS almost, so I think he might have gotten one, which is something, but we held him off a little bit, maybe. All right, so you're going to have to go push, full deploy. We're going to go ahead and get you to pit in as well. Actually, you can probably... Do we go one more lap? Let you push a little bit more later? You know what? I think we do go one more lap. Let you push a little bit more later. Come on, fast pit stop, fast pit stop. Let's go. 2-4. That's pretty good. Now, Tsunoda's the one that needs to get the really fast pit stop. Come on. There we go. Come on. I hate that this thing just sticks there. Let's go and top up. We're going to turn you back on battle assist for now. Right, as soon as Tsunoda crosses the line, we'll schedule his final pit. Might have been a mistake leaving him out longer. It's hard to tell. Just it does mean we can push further with the mediums, which is the reason why I did that. I'm going to turn off your battle assist as well. Alright, got enough temperature. Let's go in full deploy. We might be able to get a fastest lap here. I'm going to push the fuel. It's going to be a little scary. We might have to go conserve later, but we're going to see if we can get a fastest lap here. Probably means I need to turn that off. Come on, Tsunoda. Please don't mess up again. A lot's riding on this pit stop right here. 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 2-6. Okay, we'll take it. Not great, but not the worst. I think Theo just got fastest lap. He did. All right, let's go ahead and calm you back down. Get you back topped up. Calm you back down to aggressive. All right, Tsunoda, you're going to go ahead and top up for a bit. Probably give Tsunoda an attempt at fastest lap as well, just to make sure we have it. Because if he does beat him, then more the better, right? I don't know if we should be able to get past Stroll at some point. I think third and, like I said, third and sixth would be great. Right now, we're actually third and fifth, which is even better. Okay, let's go ahead and full deploy here. Take off the battle assist. If we can get a DRS help, that will actually make things even easier. So I got a first stint was fastest. Here's a second stint. He's gonna get DRS, so it's gonna be even faster. Go, 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 go. He's gonna get right past him maybe. Oh, he's gonna get stuck. No. I thought he was gonna get a faster one there because, oh, he did get a faster one there. He might be able to get this fastest lap after all. Especially if he's gonna get DRS here to help a little bit. Coming across the line. He did. Cool. All right, we do need to calm you back down in a big way. We might have pushed that a little too much, but that's okay. If we end up behind Stroll here, we'll just put him on conserve, get our fuel back that way. Same thing with Theo. If he gets behind Russell, we'll put him on conserve for a bit. It'll all work out. That was a little weird. Did you just ding us because you decided to go off into the dirt? That was rude.
Oh, we've had a crash.
That was extremely rude.
Let's have a look at that. Right, so this was the fourth corner. The cars jostling for position, and not just one car.
Yeah, I guess we were kind of.
As you can
Guess we were kind of forcing him off. Is Sonoda ever gonna not crash? Just once. All right, if Sonoda ends up properly behind him here, we'll get him conserving. I think the wing damage is minimal enough that he should be able to stay back here. No, it's not. Oh, he can't even catch him. He can't even catch him. What? Okay, we're definitely going to be fourth, unfortunately. No penalties given. Nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and conserve coming around this next bit. Through all these DRS zones, we'll stay conserved for Hugh. Get a little bit back here. Maybe. We're going to get too far back for this next one. Hard to tell. I don't know if we got it or not. Oh, we did get it. Okay. It's okay. As long as we get it. Sneak in some conserves where possible. Okay, we are going to get safety car. So we can actually go back to neutral. Because we're going to get slowed down here anyway.
There's a yellow flag now.
Get out of this VSC. That'll obviously fix all of our fuel problems. Theo's dropping back pretty far. Don't think Theo's going to catch anywhere. I think his best is going to be fifth right now, which is still good. We gained a little bit from that, so let's go in full attack, full push, full deploy. We'll go ahead and have you full attack, full push, and full deploy as well. Although your tire is a little bit scarier. You don't have battle assist on, which I think is actually okay for this. You do, which is okay as well. Alright, Sonoda did get past Stroll there. Dale's got it under 7 seconds for a moment there. Alright, Sonoda is going to get DRS off of Perez. He is. Go back to top up. We're going to go ahead and back to aggressive now that we're behind. We're going to keep pushing the fuel, though. Dale just needs to push it a little bit further here. We're going to be playing back and forth with Perez here, then we can be a little bit cautious and plan out our attack at the very end, see if we can steal second. And I do mean steal second, because I don't know that we deserve it, you know? I don't know if Theo catches Stroll or not. I mean, I just don't think he has enough left in the tank, and I don't mean the fuel. I mean just in general. He might. It's always possible. I mean, Stroll's on... I mean, his tires are worn down a little bit more, but Theo's are worn down a lot. Is 10 laps enough to get enough harvest here to get past Perez properly? Don't know. What's Perez's tires look like? They're just worse mediums, which we do have some good mediums here, obviously. Might even be good for us to go down to standard here and just balance, just kind of settle in here with you. Did we really just... What is going on? What is going on with all of the people crashing into us?
Now this is Sergio Perez. barely any room to maneuver. And the contact between the cars,
Goodness gracious.
inevitable.
I don't know
And
whose
full of
fault that one is.
confidence, I'm sure.
I have no idea whose fault that one is. I mean, I guess he already had a damaged front wing. What's the harm in damaging it more, right? I mean, ugh. I guess we go back to aggressive here. I mean, Perez is coming again, so we do have to be careful of that. Theo still has a chance to catch Stroll. I don't know that it's possible, but we're going to keep chasing him down. Okay, we did take the penalty on that one. Yay us. Sad thing is we didn't need it. I think we could have gotten past Perez properly without any sort of penalty shenanigans. Not that he did it on purpose, obviously. Alright, does not look like Theo will catch Stroll. Oh, especially since Stroll just flew past Perez. Stroll's going to get past Tsunoda. Tsunoda's not going to be able to catch Stroll. That's just bad. Let's go ahead and push the fuel. Let's go ahead and attack with the tires. Let's go and go neutral here, I think. I'm going to say, if we can, we've got to try to stay behind Stroll. I don't think we can. I think the damage to our front wing is too bad. And it's going to slow us down too much here.
It seems like Hulkenberg's had a bit of trouble.
I mean, Tsunoda's right there. 3 laps to go. We should be able to go full attack here. We're going to push a little bit. I'm going to put you back on neutral as well. It's going to be a back and forth here with Tsunoda and Stroll. I can tell, right? Get to the final lap. We're going to full deploy, obviously. Can you catch Theo? I don't know if Theo can catch. I don't think he can. Alright, full deploy here, final lap. Full attack, everything else is good. Full deploy here, final lap. Everything else looks okay. Alright, let's get in here and watch this. Tsunoda, come on, buddy. I mean, we're going to put you on high overtake aggression. I mean, at this point, what do we got to lose? You crash, I guess. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We got the DRS, he doesn't. We've got the DRS, he doesn't. Go, 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 go. That might have been one too soon. If we can, we have to fend him off for this one. We have to fend him off for this one. Can we fend him off for that one? If we can, we might be all right. We can. All right, now let's go look at Theo. Is Theo going to catch? Theo's not going to catch. There's no way. He's going to run out of ERS. That's all right. Tsunoda. Tsunoda's good. Theo. I mean, one more lap. One more lap, maybe Theo catches.
And today's winner.
It's all right. Second and fifth is really good. The damage, not so much. The penalty for the next race, not so much, but that's okay. We will we'll enjoy a bit of a boost there. I mean, Tsunoda, again, we're tanking him this season, but I'm not going to... I mean, if we can sneak in a second place finish, then the tanking later is not going to be as painful, right? Oh, I should have watched the podium. We haven't gotten a lot of... Is that our first podium? No, that's our... I think that's our second podium, right? Yeah, that's the second. Theo has not gotten a podium yet. Tsunoda has gotten 5 fastest lap, 2 podiums. Theo has also picked up a fastest lap. Picked up some good points there, though. Puts us back ahead of Mercedes. Not catching Aston Martin. That was never the plan, like I said. We just want to get ahead of Mercedes, get 3rd place overall. That is huge. How did we do here? Oh, we did get 1st and 2nd here. I didn't know if we got this, if they were separate pit stops. I couldn't remember. So we did get a big chunk of points there. If Tsunoda's going to take a penalty on the next race, maybe that's a race to tank, you know? Something to think about. It'd be even nicer if it was a rainy race. It's England, so there's a reasonably good chance it'll be a rainy race. Oh, it's going to be rainy for Friday and Saturday, but it does not look like it'll be rainy for Sunday. All right, ATR starts today. Good stuff. All right, we'll go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, more of the same. More research, more stuff. Figure out how to strategically tank at the right times so that we can stretch out those engines and other things for as long as possible. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.